Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? We went ahead and decided to start a little early.
Do I blend in the room?
Yeah, I say you do. I say you do. Anyway, this is live mini readings. We usually do this at 8 o'clock, but we gave me a day off of everything else today. So we was like, well, let's go ahead and knock this out early.
Yeah.
Go ahead and knock this out early. Give everybody else a chance, maybe who may be in bed when we do this later on at night, to maybe get one in if they want to. But the way this works, it's very, very simple. You submit a payment of $22.22 to my PayPal, which is paypal.me/RichmondL1111. Type your question in the notes section. Okay? If there is not a question in the notes section, it will be refunded to you, and you are more than welcome to resubmit it with a question in the notes section. Okay? If you would like to remain anonymous or be referred to as an alias, please indicate that first thing in the notes, because we do read first names live. And we go live twice a week, every Sunday and every Wednesday, and we read them. Okay? So, again, usually it is later. Usually it's later on in the evening, about 8 o'clock.
And maybe we will get more, or we might have to do a part 2. I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. We just wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way, though. Get it out of the way, so.
Yeah.
Anywho, how y'all doing?
What's up, Deanna?
Everybody also, to remember that these will be time stamped. She goes through while she reads them, and she writes the times down, so they will be time stamped.
Yes. And if you'd like to remain anonymous, make sure you say anonymous in your note. Your question note. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I have everybody. I don't think any new ones have came in since I wrote these. So to start it off, we only have 4 of them, but you're more than welcome to order as we go along.
If you want to.
Oh no, I already got that one. Okay, so are you ready to start?
I'm ready.
Okay. So first person we're going to be doing is Valentina, and it says, "Hi Rich, I'm recently single. Do I have something new coming in the next 6 months? I'm Aqua Sun, Cancer Rising, and Scorpio Moon."
Okay. Anything new coming in the next 6 months? We shall see. We shall see. And if not, then you are in luck, because I am primarily a law of attraction expert. That's my primary area of expertise. So we can figure out what's going wrong if you want something new to come in and it's not. Okay, let's get 6 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Ooh, 6 of Wands in the reverse overall. Page of Wands reverse, 3 of Wands, the Star card, 9 of Wands reverse, 2 of Pentacles. This looks like a big no as it rests in this moment. Okay. I think that one of the things that may be holding you up a little bit too much is that you are anticipating it and waiting on it and looking for it. And I know that's really hard not to do. Really, really hard not to do. But you have to realize that the universe is playful. It's very playful. So if you're waiting in anticipation, the universe is going to keep you waiting on the edge of your seat. That's just all there is to it. Okay. But I think also too, you're beating yourself up too much. Beating yourself up too much on how badly you failed. And I think that you don't realize it, but you are focusing too much on your past failures. And a lot of us think that we can accomplish something focusing on the negative aspect of it, but if you're focused too much on your past failures, it's very likely that you are going to manifest more failure. Doesn't matter, even if you're trying really hard to undo your failures, it can very easily lead to more failure. But this right here, 3 of Wands, Page of Wands reverse, looks like no as it rests in this moment. We go ahead and, oh, there's that 6 of Wands reverse showing its face for you again, twice in a row. 2 different decks usually means something, okay? We'll see what this deck has to say, or this spread here has to say. The Hangman. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Woo, there went my ear.
The ringing.
It went shoo.
Well, there must be some kind of entity in here. If I sneeze and your ears are ringing, we're sensing something.
All right. So check it out. There is somebody that you are connecting with here. Your person is not too far off from you right here, but they are being blocked from coming through. Okay. I've stated this many different times, but the best way to manifest a successful relationship is to formulate a successful relationship with yourself. A lot of people don't realize that, but when you formulate a relationship with yourself, that is how you get on the frequency of manifesting a relationship, because you can't manifest anything unless you're on the frequency of it. Okay? And if you have an unsuccessful relationship with yourself, then that means you are on the frequency of unsuccessful relationships. That's just the way that it works. But there is somebody out there that you're connecting with, but something's blocking them from coming through. With the 4 of Wands in the reverse. You do have the Lover's card here overall. This is a very intense soul connection. 4 of Wands reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, and they're being blocked from coming through. And I think it's because your focus is in the wrong place. You're looking for this person. The only places you would think to look for are places you looked for before. You can only create with a record of the past, which is what your brain is, more of what you've already experienced. Drop it, let it go, and allow the person to come to you. That's the way you make it happen. Okay? But as it rests in this moment, which is always subject to change, it does not really look like they are coming through in the next 6 months unless you turn your attention towards your own relationship with yourself, okay? So let's go ahead and hop on to the next one.
My next is Karina. It says, I'm in love with an emotionally unavailable man, a Taurus. His birthday is 5/20/76. Met him June 2019. He never kissed me, no sex, just holding hands. He said that he kind of thinks that I'm the woman he wants and it scares him. Why can't I move on? I stopped communicating with him. Why can't my heart move on?
The reason being, I'll tell you right now, to wrap it up is, hey, he wants out. The reason being is because that is the way attraction works in romance, law of attraction, okay? Whenever you're really into somebody, for some reason they're always either unavailable or into somebody else, or you just plain kind of like, you just turn them off, right? And by the exact same token, when somebody's really super into you like that, same thing. It's like, ew, no, I'm not interested. I'm interested in this person who's not interested in me. There's something intriguing about unavailability that draws us to a person, not just sexually, not just romantically, just in general. Even complete and total assholes that nobody likes. They are very good at attracting money. They're good at attracting business partners. They're good at attracting clients. There's just something attractive energetically about being self-fulfilled. And being self-fulfilled leaves you kind of unavailable, right? Kind of unavailable. So that's what it is. It's just the way energy flows. Energy is just flowing the way that it normally does. I guarantee you, if he took off in pursuit of you, you would probably go, never mind, this isn't as special as I thought it was. Promise you. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe it's like also that like suspense of like, you know, never getting that far into it. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like a cliffhanger. That's how I would feel. Kind of like a challenge too.
We are naturally, as humans, drawn towards the biggest challenge. That's natural. That is the reason why when you're like, dude, I want a real committed relationship. And all these people want to turn me down and go chase somebody who's just going to cheat on them and isn't available and isn't giving them what they want. You know, that's the reason. That's the reason why so many people are chasing all the wrong people. And as soon as that good guy that you really need comes along, you stick him in the friend zone. Because, yeah, that's the reason. That's exactly the reason why. But I do feel like this individual does definitely have feelings for you here. I think so. I think you'll probably hear from him again, too. Probably hear from him again. But there's definitely this sense of unfinished business. And that is the reason why. That is the reason why. I do think that this person is going to kind of think back on you and miss you. And I think you're going to hear from him again. 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups reversed, Death reversed. I think you're going to hear from him again for sure. Okay? But that's the reason why. You ask why you can't move on, because that's why. That is why. That's part of the formula for attracting love. Is formulated when you formulate a successful relationship with yourself. When you begin to love yourself, the first thing that happens is your desire to be in a relationship with another person starts to drop on the priority list more and more and more. And for some reason, that's attractive.
So what's up with him? How come he hasn't tried to kiss her?
Doesn't matter.
Tried to do any of that?
Doesn't matter. She asked why can't she move on from this person, and I'm telling you why. Because he's out of your reach. The minute that unless you take conscious control of how the energy fluctuates like this, unless you was to do that, which is possible, to answer your question, the reason you can't move on is because it still seems out of your reach. If he was to stop and make himself 1,000% available to you, I guarantee you would lose interest. Let's get 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. 2 more. That is just attraction 101. Where do you think these guys that get these silly ass alpha male, beta male ideas come from? That's what they're trying to replicate and recreate. Is that right there? That's exactly what they're trying to replicate. All right, this is a very, very karmic situation that you're in right here. Okay, very karmic in nature, which does not mean bad. That does not mean punishment. But this is a soulmate of yours who the reason for your connection is supposed to basically shine a light on a part of you that needs healing. There's a part of you that now is raw and open and exposed. And that's what you need to work on. Because right now it's just like, bing, beaming the flashlight right on you, like right in your face. And you're exposed, you know? And that's what happens, these connections like this. You know, we're not meant to be with the person. It's very frustrating, but there's some kind of gaping wound that needs healing. That's what you need to focus on, okay? I do think you're going to hear from this person again. I just don't think you all are ever going to actually come together. I think you will end up moving on from this, but I do think you'll hear from him again at least. But again, with this 8 of Swords energy right here, there's some facts and some truths about love, about you, about just life in general that need to be addressed, need to be looked at. And this right here is shining a big bright light on that, okay? So I hope that gave you the guidance that you needed. Okay, on to the next one.
Okay. Next is for Sheila, and it says, will I get the job as an assistant professor? I feel like this is the first time in a I feel like this is the first in a line of dominoes that will fall in place for me and my kiddo so we can have a stable, happy life. Thanks, Rich. You remind me of my brother who I love. Can't wait to see him. Stay healthy.
All right. All right.
Did you lose any more?
No, that was it. I get the job as an assistant professor. Bam! Ooh, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 shuffles. 1, 2. 2 more shuffles here. Three of Pentacles. Okay, I don't know why that Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. I think what that is that everything seems to be at a standstill right now. Okay, yeah. Right now we're kind of stuck in the transitionary phase right here. But I do feel like, yeah, I think you will. I think you will, because the King of Pentacles is in the heart of the spread, and the Three of Pentacles is the overall energy here. When exactly, I really don't know. Okay, I'm not really getting a time frame. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse, so it just seems right now like there's not a whole lot of forward movement happening, and we are going through a very tremendous shift right now. As most of you know, globally, worldwide, we are going through a very, very tremendous shift. Okay. So once we pop out the other side of this, things are going to be very different. Things are going to be very, very different for everybody, okay? I think that's probably more along the lines of when you're going to start seeing positive changes, okay? Bam, the Four of Cups. Let's get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. By the way, don't ever feel like anything is out of your reach. Nothing is out of your reach, okay? Because I see that there's a part of you that still kind of feels like, oh man, you know, that's so far out there. Man, it looks like it's. Don't try to force it to happen either, okay? Because this spread right here looks kind of negative. I see right here that there is a part of you. And this doesn't happen very often, but it does happen to some people. Because of the way that I read timelines, sometimes it splits off. Okay, I like to, even though you are able to change and turn this into anything that you want, everybody is. But still, I like to get as linear of a path as possible to come through in the cards. But every now and then, it does this, and that's what's happening right here. If you allow yourself to stay in this state of mind, where you kind of feel like this job right here is something that is just a little bit further out of your reach than it actually is, which it's not at all, then you may accidentally manifest like a no, like the door is going to be slammed shut in your face, okay? I don't know any other way to word that. I think that it's very, very possible that you can, okay? If you let go of it, take your thoughts and take your focus away from it. What you're doing literally is you are pulling the gravity of your mind off of it. So the universe is free to flow and free to work with you. Okay? But if you have too much gravity being pressed in that direction, then you're holding it in place. You're holding it in place so that it can't move. And you're basically holding the door shut. You're basically holding the door shut right now. So cast your intention, let it go, put your mind on something else that you're passionate about, okay? And I think you could very easily manifest that job, very easily, okay?
Okay, this next person wants to be referred to as HM. So HM says, I've been seeing a fellow Aquarian for a few months. We've gotten along great from day one. Needless to say, we have a lot in common. I am usually very intuitive, but not with DM. I feel like I have no intuition with him, our relationship, or the future of our relationship. Can you tell me if DV 2974 and I 2472 have a future together? Thank you for your time. So is he DM or DV?
I don't know what it means. Anyway,
Yeah.
Here's the thing. With our egos, we need to stop trying to use intuition as a tool, okay? And I know it's like, how do you do that, okay? Because intuition isn't just a tool that you can use to see the future, okay? But a lot of us, with our egos, we're like, ooh, yeah, that's what I'm going to use it as. You don't always need to do that, okay? Not always. There's a lot of times that the path that you're on, you're not allowed to see. Spirit will not let you see it. If you can see it before you're supposed to, you will sabotage it. What you do is you follow your intuition, and basically what your intuition is here's your higher self at the end of the path simultaneously, and you're connected to it. And all you see is the end of the path. You don't see the pathway there. You don't need to obsess over the details and what roads you're going to take and what obstacles are going to come up. You don't need, that's what we're trying to do. And that's an ego-based mechanism there. Okay, when we are trying to turn to our intuition as a means to be able to see the future so we can feel safe, that's ego. That's not intuition. That's ego, wanting to keep itself safe. When you follow your intuition, what you do is you connect with that aspect of yourself in the quantum field, and you just latch to that and roll with the flow. Latch to that and roll with the flow, okay? And your ego will get scared, okay? You're not going to have a sense of foresight when it comes to everything. Following your intuition doesn't mean you know how things are going to work. That is all ego that wants that to happen right there. That's all ego. Let's get 5 shuffles. Here's 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Your Butterfingers.
Yep. These cards got an attitude. Oh, I need to order it.
I was about to say, did you ever order any?
Well, I'm waiting on my Gilded Tarot Royale to come in. It's going to be here on Thursday. The brand
The
new.
one you've been waiting for.
Yes. They just released the new version of the Gilded Tarot. It's a brand new, updated Gilded Tarot Royale, and it gets released this week. And
I'm sure there'll be some type of delay.
Well, I pre-ordered mine like 4 months ago.
Yeah,
and
they're not mailing things out because of.
But since I like to use 2 decks, I'm going to get the Albano Weight to be the partner to that. Kind of like I have the regular Rider Weight here with this. I'm going to get the Albano Weight for that. Oh, let's see here. I am seeing that you right now are in a very good place. Okay? A very good place. You're in 9 of Cups mode. All right? Now, the problem is that everybody likes to talk about manifestation, but nobody likes to talk about maintenance. Nobody likes to talk about maintenance. Okay, so you get your manifestation, and then what? You have to maintain it and not backslide. So right now, you are in that state of being able to build a future with this person, but I see with the Temperance in the reverse right there, you might accidentally backslide. Okay, your intuition is actually telling you everything that you need to know right now. Your intuition is telling you everything you need to know. High Priestess, okay? Don't try to figure it out, because that's as soon as you start trying to figure it out and start mechanistically trying to use it to your advantage, its intuition is out the window at that point, okay? So, yeah, I do think that it is possible right here, but it looks like you're making it a struggle on yourself because you're trying to figure this out. You're trying too hard to figure it out logically. 9 of Cups, okay? It's very, very good. That is the goal. Don't backslide with that Temperance in the reverse. What do I mean by backslide? What I mean is we develop our sense of emotional independence, and then we attract a partner, and then we backslide. Okay, well, I don't want to do this emotional work anymore. So what I'm going to do is, because this emotional work is too hard and too uncomfortable for me to do, I'm going to take it out on the closest person to me, which is what a lot of people do in relationships. I don't want to do my inner work. So you know what? It's your fault. Not only is it your fault, but it's your job to fix it, right? If you don't fix it, then you're a bad person. That's what. Don't let it turn into that. Don't let it turn into that. You got to maintain your sense of emotional independence. Ooh, 8 of Cups. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Someone might walk away from this. I think you're obsessing over the details a little bit too much. Obsessing over the details a little too much. Bam, the Judgment card. King of Wands, the Fool reversed, 4 of Cups, 5 of Wands reversed. Okay, yeah, it looks like this is turning into a pretty unhealthy connection. All right, I don't really feel like you trust the universe. I don't really feel like you trust the process with the Chariot in the reverse. Okay? And I get it, and I get it. This is a very Aquarian thing, but that does not mean that it's impossible. Okay? That does not mean it's impossible. As a matter of fact, the founder of the #1 mind mastery school in the world who teaches these things is a fellow Aquarian. Okay? So just because it's an Aquarian challenge does not mean that it's something that you have to deal with. You can overcome this challenge. You don't try to figure it out logically. Don't try to do that. It doesn't matter. Release. Let the ride take you where it's going to go. Maintain your own sense of emotional independence, okay? Because you're going to need to do that even if you always get married. You would still need to stay emotionally independent, okay? That does not mean that the person you're with can't support you emotionally. It just means that you don't depend on them. You see what I'm saying? There's a very fine line there that we cross. And I think that it's turning kind of unhealthy because you don't trust the process and you're trying too hard to figure it out logically. So I think you may end up getting nervous and getting scared and walking away from this, is the way it looks here. But I'm being told that it doesn't have to happen that way. If you can figure out how to go in there and flip the worry switch off, you'll be good. But if you can't do that, you might end up walking away. I think you're going to psych yourself out. So anyway, I hope that gave you some guidance there. Okay, on to the next one.
Next is good old faithful Monique.
Monique. Oh, the one that got the same day?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We've seen a lot of Monique. She is a regular. And she wants to know, is there any negative energies surrounding me at the present or at present? If so, why? And she also wants to indicate that she's a Virgo.
Well, yeah, there's going to be negative energy surrounding you no matter where you go. It's not a matter. It's not as to why. It's whether or not you can shield yourself from it. Whether or not you can identify it. And hey, I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but identifying it and taking the proper measures to do away with it and put your shield up. Okay, let's get 5 shuffles here. Here's 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Ten of Pentacles, that looks good. 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. No, I don't see anything abnormally negative surrounding you. I just see one of the biggest Virgo challenges of all. You have a tendency to focus too much on the negative end of the spectrum. And this is an earth sign thing anyway, okay? We all can do it, but it seems like earth energy is more prone to focusing on the negative aspect of things. And that's what I see I think you're doing right here. It's a simple shift in focus. And I know it sounds simple and it doesn't really sound like that big of a deal, but once you start actually training your mind to look away from the negative, you realize it'll just start giving you a headache. Holy fuck, I do pay attention to the negative aspect of things and I don't even realize it. And the more you start catching yourself, the more you'll realize. And I think that it's not that there's negative energy surrounding you, it's just that that's where you're placing your focus, you know? And it can be on the littlest itty-bitty minute details, like the littlest itty-bitty things that are negative. And if you, at the end of the day, when you take a recap of your entire day, when you're laying down in bed, you think, how much time did I spend happy today? And how much time did I spend pissed off? How much time did I spend relaxed and cool and chill? And how much time did I spend irritated and frustrated and whatnot? And I think it's very important that we do just a real quick recap of that. Every day and think, okay, well, ooh, yeah, today was kind of bad. I spent like 75% of my day pissed off today. Okay, well, I'm going to try to work on these things here, you know? Yeah, so I don't think there's an abnormal amount of negative energy surrounding you. I think it's just that that's what you're subconsciously trained to focus on, trained yourself to focus on. Let's get 5 shuffles with this deck right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Boom! 7 of Pentacles reversed. Justice reversed. 2 of Wands. Knight of Cups, King of Wands reversed. 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. And the World reversed. No, I don't really think that there is an abnormal amount of negative energy. I'm not seeing the Devil card. I'm not seeing the Magician reversed. There's several cards that could pop up and indicate a direct yes or a direct no. But this is not indicating anything that to me is indicative of like if somebody was casting negative energy at you on purpose, like if you were being energetically attacked. I don't know if that's what you're asking about, but no, I would have to give that a no. Like I said, I'm thinking with the 5 of Cups that the biggest issue is that and This doesn't make you a bad person, by the way. This doesn't make you stupid. It doesn't. So don't think that, because most people are indoctrinated to think in that pattern and don't realize it. Okay, they've been trained to think that since they were in second grade. Your teachers train you to think like that, right? Identify the problem. How many times has your teacher told you that when you were a little bitty kid? Identify the problem, what needs to be fixed here. So we are indoctrinated to focus on the negative end of the spectrum since before we even know how to spell our fucking name. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think it is more than anything. It's just that thought pattern needs to be undone. Okay? And you are not alone on that ship. You are not alone. There is a whole slew, hundreds of millions of people out there in the same boat with you. Okay? So anyway, I hope that alleviates any worries that you may have had. So anyway, on to the next one.
Okay. Next is, wait, what time is it? 30:41. Next is for Melissa, and it says, how does this person I'm talking to feel about me? And they're the person that they're talking to is a Capricorn.
Okay. How does this Cappy feel about Melissa Universe? Six of Cups reversed. All right. I think this person is definitely cross-analyzing you and comparing you to a past person. Okay, this person has been very, very burned very, very badly, and they are cross-examining you to make sure that you are nothing like any past person or people who have hurt them before. Okay, let's get 6 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, 3 more. Page of Cups reversed. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this person, well, right now I'm kind of feeling like any love offers, if a love offer comes in, it's going to be turned down. I don't really know how interested this person is. I really don't. I think, again, with the 6 of Cups reversed and the Devil reversed, this person is very, adamant about avoiding toxic connections. 2 of Swords. Yeah, they don't really, they are so up in their head not knowing exactly what they want, and is too busy trying to compare the past, look back in the past and compare that, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This is very earthy. This is a Capricorn all the way right here. And here's a Capricorn card too, the Devil in the reverse. But with the 2 of Swords energy right here, I don't know if this person really knows what they want. They have some type of emotion, but can't really sort through it, and no direct decision is being made one way or the other. That 2 of Swords energy there. I need to take a bathroom break here in a minute. What?
I'm just thinking about yesterday when we watched a movie.
Oh.
It was playing for 30 minutes, and he 3 times every 10 minutes. Overactive bladder.
Slam that White Claw.
As soon as alcohol touches your stomach or your stomach.
Alcohol breaks the floodgates.
It does. It literally will be no stopping you. Just a sip, even if you just have a sip of it.
Yeah, this person right here, I do think, like I said, they have some sort of emotion on the inside here. Page of Cups is reversed again, and here's the 2 of Swords again. All right. Yeah, I think this person is very, very cold and closed off, and they're trying to rationalize through their emotions. And you know what? I think that's fine. Because I think that there's some things about this person that you're ignoring anyway. Some truths that you may be kind of not wanting to face. And if I was you, I'd back off this person, because this shows right here that this is not a trustworthy person that you're interested in here. Okay? Magician reverse, 7 of Swords. This person is very manipulative and dishonest. And I don't think you can trust them. Period. So if I were you, I would honestly just if they're showing you mixed signals or they're not seeming very interested, I would just say, all right, never mind. I'm not going to try to force it, you know, so that's what I would do. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I hope that gave you the clarity and the guidance that you needed. I'll be back in like a minute or two. Oh.
You always leave me in here with nothing to say. But, yeah. Dude, I swear his bladder is like the size of a pea. It cracks me up. Some of you guys know that, what was it, for Christmas that I bought him? For Christmas, I bought him those like travel pee things. It's pretty funny. And he actually used one of them at the old apartment, and because the girls were like in the shower, we only had one bathroom. And then he's like, I have to pee so bad. And then he ended up like going on the balcony with one of those pee things, and it was like so gross. Because it, like, when it fills up, it's like turns into gel, and it's pretty gross. But yeah, like car rides to California. Yeah, we had to stop all the time. We had to stop probably like 6 times. I'm like totally bashing him. I love him though. Look at my shirt. Do I blend in with the room? I know I do. What does that say? Thought of that at the same time, Leah? Thought of what? These messages are delayed. I can't even see. Oh, my shirt. I know. I make a joke. I'm like, I'm gonna just like wear cactus stuff so then you can like me more. Because obviously I got competition. Okay, these are his girlfriends. This is new girlfriend right there. She's a big bitch. I don't want to fight her. I don't want to piss her off. It's back.
What are you whispering about?
I said nothing. We're just talking about your cactuses.
Oh, ain't they beautiful?
Yeah.
Whatever, you're making fun of me. That's fine.
No, I'm not. I said these are his girlfriends, and I said that's his new one over there, and I said I don't want to fight her though. She's a big bitch. Third party situation. Yeah, exactly.
Just a temporary home, though. I can't wait until we buy a house, and that's going to be in the front yard.
And I was making funny into your bladder.
Oh, okay.
Whatever happened to those the little pea things?
I think they got thrown away.
What?
The box, remember that you kept complaining about in there?
No.
Yeah, with my nightstand stuff in it, and you kept saying, do something about this, do something about this. So I just said, okay, well, fuck it.
Those are important.
I took like a few select items out of them, like a couple phone cases in my wallet, and the rest of it, I just threw the whole box away. Everything was in there, so. So, anywho.
Well, looks like I'll just be buying you more.
Well, it's not like I would use it right here. So.
I know. I'm just making
Hang on, y'all. Let me put you in this little bag.
You tried doing it in the car that one time coming back from Vegas. Remember the kids were in the back?
Yeah,
and we're like, don't look.
I couldn't do it with kids in the car.
Yeah, you're like, I can't do it. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be kind of... I think I wouldn't be able to concentrate either. Anyways, moving on. Up next is Kim, and it says, I'm working at a hospital for the benefits, but my true love is my furniture painting business. Will I be able to do that for a living down the road? Hopefully in a different state.
If you pour enough of your passion into it, yeah. Hell yeah. Bam! Page of Swords in the reverse. Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Bam! Nine of Wands reversed overall. The Chariot. Seven of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight of Swords reversed. I think that, yeah, if you stay committed to it, yeah. Okay. I think so. It's going to take a while, though. I think it's going to take a while. Just don't fight the process. Don't try to force it. Don't try to fight it. Don't sweat it. Don't worry. That's the biggest thing. I tell people that all the time, and I feel like some people probably don't take it seriously enough. That don't worry. You have no clue how insanely powerful that is to not worry. That is so insanely powerful. We worry and don't even realize we're worrying. You know, how many times I've said to somebody, don't worry. I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You wouldn't be saying the things you're saying right now if you weren't worried. I'm not saying that you're doing that, but, you know, I've had, you know, lots and lots of conversations like that. And right now with that Nine of Wands in the reverse overall, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords are very, very similar in nature. The Nine of Air, the Nine of Fire. Worry. Don't worry. Don't try to force. Don't try to fight the process. Don't try to make it happen your way. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Be passionate about it. Just do it because you love it. Something will come along. Let's see. Next spread. Bam! Four of Swords reversed. Let's get four shuffles here. 1, 2. Star card. 3, 4. Yep, just stay active and keep taking action, and I think that your wishes will be fulfilled. Okay, don't just lay around. Don't be an armchair manifester. Man, but the Chariot's in the reverse there. So I don't know if in the next 6 months there's going to be a whole lot of forward movement with it as far as a career goes. But don't get hung up on that. Don't get hung up on that. Do it because you say it's your true love. Yes. If that's your true love, just stay active. Keep taking action. Keep doing it. Like, for example, this right here is a very powerful example of manifestation. Like, let's say you want to buy something. Like, man, I just love furniture painting, okay? Well, I really want to buy this thing that has to do with furniture painting, but I don't know if I have the money for that, you know? And you got maybe somebody else, like your boyfriend or whatever, saying, oh, you shouldn't buy that. No, fuck it. Buy that. Buy that thing that has to do with your passion. Oh, yes. Fuck yeah, dude. And just keep investing your passion and investing your fire into the situation. And eventually, as long as all you're doing is dumping nothing but raw love, passion, and fire into it, and not thinking about and not trying to obsess over details, just keep taking action and keep doing it. And yes, something will eventually pop up. But the way it rests in this moment, it looks like for the next 6 months, not a whole lot of action is happening towards that. But that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't need to happen right away. It doesn't need to happen overnight. When I very first decided to manifest self-employment, for the first year, I was doing network marketing, and that shit failed miserably. Oh my God, it was not like the most pleasant experience in the world, but I just kept taking action towards self-employment. Just kept taking action, and dumping all my energy into it. And eventually something popped off, but just keep dumping energy into your passion. Don't ever like let any oh, should I pursue this or just choose a different career? Hold up, what's your career have to do with a passion? Oh, hell no. Don't lump those two in the same category. Follow your passion, and then the money will follow you. That's the way it works, okay? So I hope that gave you the guidance you needed. On to the next one.
Next is Kathy, and it says, hi, Rich and Leah. I would like a general love reading, please. Thank you, Kathy.
Okay. General love reading for Kathy. Is that next one the last one, or is there any more after that?
Yeah, we only have one more after this.
Okay. So one more after this. If you want to get them in now, or forever hold your peace.
Unless you've seen another one come in while it's gone.
Bam! 5 of Wands in the reverse. 5 shuffles. 1, 2. 3. 2 more. 4. Oh, the Fool card. All right, you're still hung up on the past, aren't you? Hey, at least you're stepping into 9 of Cups mode, though. Sweet, sweet. All right, so I do think that with that Fool card being there, there is something that is going to make its way through here. And it's probably going to be by accident. Probably going to be by accident, okay? Because I do see you're going to eventually end up going 9 of Cups mode. Okay, and most people have no idea that once they're at 9 of Cups mode, their person is right around the corner. So, let me see. So anyway, yeah, I think that something is going to pop in for you very unexpectedly here in the next 6 months. Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Cups, the Fool card. But I think just don't be hung up on the past. Don't be hung up on the past, okay? Because if you maintain that 9 of Cups energy, that independence, that self-fulfillment, which again, most people do this by accident. If you maintain that, then the past is irrelevant because by default, you are raising frequency. There's nothing up on this new frequency that is on that, that resonates with the past, period. It's just the way it works. So...
I'm about to go out there. I'm about to go out there.
Go out there. Go. Kiddos, man, kiddos. It's hard being self-employed with kiddos that can't go to school. Let's get 5 shuffles here. Here's 1, 2, 3. 2 more. Fool in the reverse, though, overall here. Here's that 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, okay. Now, okay, here's 9 of Pentacles. Close enough, close enough. I do think that something is going to come through very unexpectedly. But the thing is you don't need to focus on it. The harder you're focused on it, the further out you're going to push it. 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Your number 1 goal right now is to focus on your own independence, financially and emotionally. Okay, because it looks like you're still carrying a lot of burdens from the past. That's indicative in both spreads here. And again, I mean, it doesn't make you a bad person. How many of us here have not had anything bad happen to us in the past? Anybody? Crickets. We've all had our heart broken. We've all been fucked over. We've all been cheated on or something, you know? And again, I'm not downplaying anything that you've experienced, but in the day and age that we're in right now, it's really, really time that we go through and we start sorting through all that past stuff and coming to terms with it and being cool with it. All right? But again, I am seeing here that you're still clung to a lot of that stuff from the past. Something new is going to break its way through as soon as you release and let go. As soon as you release and let go, when it's the last thing on your mind, and probably at a very inconvenient time, I think something's going to pop its way through here. But yeah, anytime in the next 6 to 8 months. I'm not getting a direct timeline. It's very, very scattered. It really, really, really depends on the inner work that you choose to do. And when we do inner work, the only thing that we are doing is going in and fixing things. And that does include the past. Okay, so... anywho, I hope that was a good generalized message for you there.
Last one is for Alexis, and it says, "Hi, my name is Alexis, a Sag, and my ex and I recently started talking. She is a Virgo. I wanted to know if she has alternative motives or she genuinely wants to work things out."
Okay. Well, just speaking from just personal experience, and the cards could say anything, but a lot of times, in the moment, the person really is serious, really does see the error of their ways or whatever, really does want to work things out. But the minute that you come back together, this little subconscious seed gets planted that says, I can get away with that. And then fucks the whole thing up. Like every lesson that they were learning and the lesson that you were teaching, because that's, you know, I don't know though. Let's don't stick to that. I'm just saying, be wary of that. Okay. Bam, the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knight of Pentacles, Justice card, 10 of Pentacles. Ah, there's that 7 of Swords. Yeah. 8 of Cups reversed, 10 of Swords. Yeah. I think, again, similar, very, 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 very similar to what I just said. Not exactly what I just said, but similar. Right now, I do think that in the current moment, the person really does want their idea of what a successful relationship would be. But as soon as y'all come back together, it's going to go right back to the same old bullshit. Those ulterior motives. I don't think that this is present, but they will show back up. The bullshit and ulterior motives or whatever will show up if you do it, is what I'm seeing here. Okay? I'll go ahead and get a second spread here, and then I think that's it. Unless anybody wants to get one in now, we will be going live again on Sunday. Wait a minute, what's today? Today's Sunday, isn't it?
Today's Sunday.
Okay, well then Wednesday. Is today Sunday? Yeah, today's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sunday.
Bam, 9 of Cups. See, that's why you're drawing this person to you. Because you're coming off real independent and real, I don't need you type of energy, and that's drawing them back to you. They don't want that. They want you dependent on them. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 more shuffles. Judgment, Chariot, 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, the World reversed, the Fool, 3 of Cups reversed, 2 of Cups reversed. Yeah, if you decide to actually try to do this, it won't go very far. It won't go very far. Again, this person will be right back up to their old bullshit and acting foolish again, and it won't survive 6 months. Okay, or 2 of Cups is in the reverse. Okay. So, yeah, again, to summarize it, I don't think that right now in this current moment, this person has any ulterior motives. But what'll happen if you decide to let them back in is they'll start saying to themselves, I got away with that. And then that seed will grow and grow and grow into more and more bullshit. And then it will turn into ulterior motives and lying and dishonesty all over again, okay? Anywho, I think we're about done, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Not bad, too. Just a smidgen under an hour.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
hey,
you, everyone who participated.
one just came in. Will we read it now?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Let's go ahead and read this last one. And then this is it. This last one here. It just came in. We're going to read this, and then that's it. Any ones that come in after this will be read Sunday. But keep in mind...
Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'm sorry. Wednesday. Keep in mind, though, the sooner you order, yours get read first. If you pre-order first, then it'll get read first. So the first one that comes in now after this gets read first thing Sunday.
This person is anonymous. Anonymous wants to know, will me and Dee get back together?
Ooh, I think you're playing with this individual as a player. Probably somebody you don't want to get back with. King of Wands showed his face. Reversed almost immediately there. Bam. 8 of Pentacles. 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. 6 of Wands reversed. Probably not. Page of Swords reversed. Somebody's stalking. Somebody's stalking this person, or you're stalking them, or they're stalking you. Somebody is watching silently. But yeah, there would be no commitment. I think the person you're dealing with is a commitment phobe. They don't like. They're just a non-committal type of person. So even if you did, which I'm not seeing reconciliation energy here, but even if you did, like if you try to go out and make it happen, it won't last. It won't survive. Oh, good God. It won't survive 2 months, I don't think. I'm not seeing the card though that, or cards. I'm not seeing any like 6 of Swords reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, Death reversed, Tower reversed. I'm not seeing any of those. So let's go ahead and pull your second spread to see if any of the reconciliation cards pop out. And if not, I would probably have to give it a no, the Strength. No. Nope. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Six of Wands upright this time is the overall. It was reversed in the last one. 6 of Cups reversed, okay. So, no, I don't really think so. I think that before the year is out, I think that you're going to be starting something new with somebody else. But I think that this person here is still holding a grudge, still pissed off. Whatever it is that went down, I think this person is blaming you and still angry about it, okay. There is no trust between the two of you. Yeah, I don't really see reconciliation happening here. I'm seeing something new coming in. Probably around the 5-month timeline. But I'm not really hardcore on time frames. I'm not, because they shift so much. And 9 times out of 10, I give you tools. Like if you watch my general readings on YouTube, I give you tools that all you have to do is use one of them. You can change a whole damn timeline, you know, so. But if I had to stamp one on it, I would say 5 months. Something new is going to be coming in with that Ace of Cups there. But yeah, I don't really see you and this particular individual coming back together, okay? So, anywho,
is that a wrap?
done. That's a wrap.
All right.
That's a wrap. Any of them that come in now will be read Sunday. We're going to go ahead and hop on out of here. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. I had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Yeah.
I digs it. But yeah, we're going to go deal with these kiddos.
Yeah,
and then,
they got my vibe all different.
Yeah, so. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.